Hello student, very good morning to all of you. How are you? I hope you all are happy, healthy and fine at home. Do you remember what were we discussing yesterday? I think yesterday we have discussed the synthesis of ribosine A. Starting from the starting material or the precursor generally is a dibenzofuran or dibenzobdifuran, which is a starting material used for that, and that dibenzofuran has some characteristic like it is there are two benzene ring fused with along with furan ring, which is a heterocyclic 5-membered ring, and that ring is a very stable as far as the organic compound is concerned, because it is a aromatic compound, and aromatic compound are highest stability and they do not undergo generally at ordinary condition, they do not undergo as a addition reaction. They behave, the general behavior of that aromatic compound, the chemical behavior of that aromatic compound, they generally undergoes electrophilic substitution reaction readily. But as far as this chemoenzymatic synthesis of minus ribosine A and B from dibenzofuran, so that is the title of this paper, and we are discussing the various aspects of this molecule, why this natural product so important to study such a compound, such various aspects regarding that compound. Whatever natural product in this course we have studied, there we have learned how to make carbon-carbon bond forming new method. But in this case, so far whatever the discussion we had discussed, there is no question of formation of carbon-carbon bond, or and therefore this natural product, to study the different aspect, here generally we are studying the very stable compound, that aromatic compound, general property of that aromatic compound, they are very stable, they do not undergo as a addition reaction at normal condition, but in a forceful condition, or what we can call it as a in exceptional condition, they can undergo addition reaction, chemo selectivity. That is the main focus of area to study such natural product along with their different stereochemical aspect. So far, our we already discussed that synthesis of ribosine A. What is the starting material, how it is converted into as a structure number 1, what are the biocatalysts used, suitable biocatalysts, keeping chemoselectivity in mind, how we are getting the product which is in high yield, and after first compound is a precursor or the starting material for the synthesis of ribosine A. There are the 9 steps required to achieve ribosine A. As we know that these kind of the organic compound or the molecules are extracted from ribos, that one kind of the plant from that it is obtained. So biotransformation of monocyclic aromatic compound are routinely utilized to produce enantiopure cis dihydrodiol metabolites. These are the some of the terms generally used in a biochemistry for application in the chemoenzymatic synthesis of natural products. Conversely, cis dihydrodiol metabolites means small molecule organic molecules which is known as metabolites from polycyclic arenes or heteroarenes are rarely used in chemoenzymatic synthesis. Thus, although the isolation and stereochemical assignment of cis dihydrodiol from tricyclic aromatic substrate was reported using naphthalene dioxygenase NDO short form or biphenyl dioxygenase BPDO as biocatalysts. Few examples of their employment as a chiral synthons have been documented. Furthermore, biotransformations of polycyclic polymeres many polycyclic arene substrate with the later dioxygenase type often resulted in the formation of mixtures of cis dihydrodiol isomers in relatively low yields. Biotransformations using a mutant strain of the soil bacterium P. putida UV4, that is the name of that, P. putida UV4, that is a generally cells in biochemistry use this kind of the word. P. putida UV4 and E. coli recombine strains both expressing toluene dioxygenase TDO have been widely used in arene cis hydroxylation. In their laboratories, means those are the scientists presented this paper, they have used in their laboratories the chemicals like anilines, phenols, phenolic ethers, dibenzothiophene and dibenzofuran are among the more unexpected recently found to undergo TDO catalyzed cis dihydroxylations. And one possible chemoenzymatic approach to the synthesis of ribosins was to start with dibenzofuran as a substrate and then to add the required 4 oxygen atoms to the metabolite in a stereo controlled manner. And this method has the advantage that no carbon-carbon bond forming reaction occurred in the entire synthetic sequence, and the number of steps in the synthesis could in principle be reduced. So that is some of the introduction regarding the. Now let us see how we got the synthesis. In our previous lecture, we have described step by step how, starting from dibenzofuran, how we are getting as a cis diol, after that compound number 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. Finally, that will be treated with DDQ. DDQ, as we know, that is a dichloro dicyano dicyanoquinone, or 2,2,4,5,56 2,2,5,6 DDQ. If you remember the structure of that, this is act as an oxidant used for the removal of whatever protecting group, that is a hydroxy group, are protected over there by using as a suitable protecting group or masking of that hydroxyl group, the protection behind it to get the desired product or the expected product, and that's why protection is needed, and that protection should be easily installed or masked, and whenever it required can be removed easily under mild condition. These are the some of the good characteristic related to the good protecting group that we already know that. And here the result, and in the discussion we are describing that step by step why we are using that particular reagent for biotransformation, how it is yielded in a good manner based on prediction from the molecular docking studies, which is one of the new technique, and the use of P. putida UV4 whole cells as a TDO source, biotransformation of dibenzofuran resulted in cis dihydroxylation at the pseudo Bay region, leading to the isolation of metabolite 1, 84% yield, with no evidence of other cis dihydrodiol isomer being formed cis-diol 1 with dechromatization or dearomatization in one of the ring was found to be enantiomer. If you remember the precursor or the starting material, which is a dibenzofuran, when it is treated with TDO, we will get cis dihydroxydiol. Why cis? It is again is a chemoselective. There are 3 aromatic ring, 2 are the 6 membered ring and 1 is a hetero 5 membered ring. Out of that, one of the aromatic ring get dearomatization with the reagent, as I already mentioned in my previous just now the explanation. At ordinary condition, aromatic compound do not undergo addition reaction. Cis hydroxylation is belonging to as an addition reaction. One of the double bond of the one aromatic compound get replaced by the addition reaction occur and we get cis hydroxylation, and that is one of the speciality of this reaction, and that is very, very important as far as the whole synthesis is concerned. And that dihydroxydiol is nothing but as a compound number 1, or which is called as a precursor or the starting material for the synthesis of the ribosine A or B. First of all, we are discussing as a synthesis of ribosine A. And enantiomer greater than 98% enantiomeric excess and was ideally functionized for conversion to ribosine A and B. Starting from dibenzofuran, cis dihydrodiol 1, a 9-step synthesis of ribosine A is outlined, which is represented in scheme number 2. Cis diol 1 was found to be acid sensitive and readily dehydrated regioselectively to give dibenzofuran 2-OL using the weak acid catalyst. In short, it is PPTS, that is a para-toluene. Cis diol 1 was converted to a acetonide in 73% yield along with the dehydration product dibenzofuran 2-OL, which is obtained only 11% yield. And during the TDO, that is a toluene dioxygenated catalyzed biotransformation of dibenzofuran trans of a further cis dihydrodiol metabolite derived from cis dihydroxylation of dibenzofuran 2-OL was also detected. Cis dihydroxylation of alkene 2, that is a compound number 2, employing Uppel-John osmolation condition proceeded as expected exclusively from the face until to the bulky acetonide protecting group to give the cis-diol acetonide diastereoisomer 3 in 91% yield. So that is suitably treated with the osmium tetroxide and some other biocatalysts like NMNO, that, and it gives exclusively predominantly which already one cis dihydroxyl, opposite that we are getting as a cis dihydroxy, that OH coming on the same side. And due to step inhibition of the acetonide group attempted Michinobu inversion of configuration at the C4 chiral alcohol center of compound 3. And as we know that in that compound there are the 3 chiral centers are there, and out of that one the absolute configuration is a change was unsuccessful in our hands. The stereo inversion was achieved in 2 steps by a chemoselective oxidation of the more activated alcohol of diol 3 to form alpha hydroxyketone 4, followed by a stereoselective reduction to give trans diols. And although a number of methods were available for the chemoselective oxidation of activated alcohols, a problem arose in this particular case, the oxidation product, and alpha hydroxyketone 4 was found to be very sensitive to further oxidation, leading to carbon-carbon bond cleavages. And after screening oxidation protocols, it was found that chemoselective oxidation with oxone in the presence of the free radical catalyst TEMPO yielded alpha hydroxyketone 4 in 86% yield. Sodium borohydride reduction of ketone 4 gave exclusively trans diol 5 in 89% yield, which was protected as bis paramethoxybenzyl ether 54% yield. And the acetonide group of ketal in 6 was removed under acidic condition to furnish the resulting cis-diol 7 75% yield. Chemoselective oxidation tempo-oxane of the C1 hydroxy group located within the hindered pseudo-bay region of cis-diol 7 gave alpha hydroxy ketone 8, which is a 55% yield. The alcohol group of ketone 8 was converted Ag2O amei to methyl ether 9 66% yield. And in the final step, oxidative removal of the PMB, that is a paramethoxybenzyl protecting groups using DDQ, that is a dichlorodicyanobenzoquinone, gave minus ribosine A in 63% yield. The spectroscopic properties of the synthetic sample were in good agreement with the natural product obtained from P. ribis. And the synthesis of ribosine A from dibenzofuran cis dihydrodiol 1 was accomplished in 9 steps, 9% overall yield, a modest improvement over 14 and 11 steps from the previous two routes. This is a whole description regarding that ribosine A, which we have described over here by that synthesis we already discussed in our previous lectures. So I think this finally after 9 structure we are getting the compound. Generally this is our starting compound, and from that we are generally getting after the 9 stage intermediate or the precursor, generally we are getting this one. There is this one OH, the rest of the thing remains as it is, that is a precursor or starting material, and after that 9 steps we are getting the compound which we already discussed in this part of the remains as it is alpha beta unsaturated. Here one of the methoxy group OMe, here is one of the hydroxy group, and that hydroxy group should be above the plane, and this is a structure of minus ribosine A. So that the synthesis of that ribosine A we have described in each and every step over here. So in our next lecture we will discuss the synthesis of ribosine B with full description and with the reaction. Okay. I think with this let us stop today's lecture. Thank you. Have a nice day.